Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon team building video for you guys today, where I am going to be building with Steelix, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, guys. I've messed up. As you can see, there's a team in front of you, and of course, you guys know retrospectively what this team is. If you've been watching my streams, link to the streams is down below. Like, we're over on Twitch, we're streaming. If you guys don't know yet, but yeah, guys, I messed up. I've deleted a few team builders that I've done before, and normally I do this live. You guys get to see the struggle, you get to see my thought process, how I break it down, all that kind of good stuff. But I'm going to hold my hands up here. I deleted them. I accidentally deleted them. My disk on my PC got full. I went on a mass clear out, and I was annoyed at the same time because I was rendering one of my videos, and it crashed because I ran out of disk space. So I lost like 3/4 of an hour from a video rendering and crashing, and I was trying to do this clear out. I'm going to move past it, but unfortunately there's 4 team builders that I've lost out. This is one of them. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. I'm going to go through my thought process with it and all that kind of fun stuff as much as I possibly can. Again, I am going to apologize for not having this live. Now, if you guys prefer the this, where I retrospectively go through my thought process here, let me know. I might do it more often. But if you're a fan of the live team building episodes, I apologize, and hopefully I won't mess up again. But yeah, we were building around Mega Steelix this time. That's what you guys asked for, and ask you shall receive. So we're building around Mega Steelix. Down in RU, we're dropping down there for this team, and this is kind of one of very standard Mega Steelix's teams. We have lengthy split F. We have a little bit of attack investment. I can't remember what it's for. Let's just look it up, because I got pretty much the bog standard Steelix set here with this split F. What is the split F here for? Oh, sorry, the attack investment. Oko Swellow and potential Oko Honchkrow and Zygarde. There we go. That was it. But basically like very standard Mega Steelix set that you guys wanted me to try out, so I said I would. We're rocking out Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, and Roar. Now, normally you could have a Curse here, but as I was going through the building process, I got more and more worried about setup on Steelix once people were realizing, Steelix doesn't have any way of phasing me. So I got a little bit worried about that, and I decided, no, screw this whole, set up in front of me kind of malarkey. I'm going to roar in front of you. I'm going to phase you out, and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what we have here at Steelix. Very, very standard Smogon set. And basically what I kind of was saying on the live com was that for Steelix to kind of really work, you need to give it a bit of some like wish support, and you kind of have it as a mon that can kind of come in, take a hit, set up rocks, kind of do a little bit of chip, and allow other mons to come in and do the offense for you. So with that being said, I mainly put Floridas on the team, and I went for a very standard wish passing Florida set with Wish, Protect, Moonblast, and Aromatherapy. Pure cleric here. Could have put a side shock on it, could have put a couple of little moves on Floridas, but I said I just want Floridas to be very, very clerical. And if you guys have been around here long enough, you know that I've used Floridas plenty of times, so I know how to use Floridas like the back of my hand at this point. So I just went standard clerical set, see how it works out, and we'll go from there. I figured I'd be able to offer great wish support for Steelix. Whenever Steelix gets chipped, we can come in on a special type attack, get our wish up, switch back into Steelix or whoever, and we'd be able to kind of keep our team healthy enough while having rocks on the opponent's side of the field doing a chip there. So that was kind of where I went with at the start. I got my bulk down very, very quickly. And I'm not going to lie, I was very new experience building with Steelix, because I normally prefer building with an offensive mon and building around that and letting that shine. But building around a mon that is defensive, different experience. But I felt like we got a bulk down very, very early here. Delighted that we got that. But at that point I decided we better go get some offense on this team. And normally when I kind of build for you guys, I like having a setup sweeper, I like having a revenge killer, and all that kind of good stuff. So I immediately kind of looked at down at RU the usage stats. Let me Google the usage stats here so we can get them up. I normally do have them up, but I forgot to I forgot to get them, sadly for you guys. So let me get the usage stats up. I'm not going to use, actually, hold on, I was down, no, actually, I'm not going to use December's, because I was working on October's usage stats at the time I was building this, so I'm going to use them. But basically, I was kind of looking at the usage stats, and I was kind of looking at what was very offensive, or what was like the main settle sweepers knocking around. Cloister was up there, but I kind of decided to avoid Cloister. Flygon, like high usage, but I didn't feel like it was really settle sweeper material. We had used Slazzle recently, so I didn't quite really want to go for Slazzle. And then I saw Feraligatr, and I was like, dude, I haven't used Feraligatr in a long time. Let's slap it on the team. So very standard Sheer Force, Life Orb, Dragon Dance, Feraligatr set with D-Dance, Liquidation, Ice Punch, and Crunch. Like, you know, if you guys haven't used Feraligatr down RU, go for it. It is insanely good fun. You just set up a D-Dance, you just kind of put yourself in the right position to set up a D-Dance, and this thing can punch through teams. Absolutely. So with Liquidation, like Great Water Stab, Ice Punch for the grass types. Like Shaman, if you get the +1 with on a D-Dance, like Shaman doesn't kind of come in on you, especially if there's rocks up. Doesn't kind of come in and deal with you whatsoever. So that was very nice. And then Crunch is a nice stab alternative there as well. So this for me, I thought was beautiful. I thought like this was going to fit really nicely. A nice D-Dancing set. We can work off this, and I also have Floridas who can Wish Pass into Feraligatr and give us like a relatively free switch in various different circumstances. So delighted that we got Feraligatr, and you know, like just fit the need that we had of a self sweeper that can kind of come in and do work. After that, I decided that if we're going to have Feraligatr, it'd be nice if we had. Well, I was kind of looking at a couple of things here for Feraligatr. You know, like if we're going to try and get this team to kind of work, because I was looking at Steelix, Floridas, and Feraligatr, and if we're going to have Feraligatr as one of our like settle sweepers, we kind of need to be able to deal with like electric type attacks, and we need to be able to deal with grass type attacks, and we need answers for that. And you know, like we can't really allow Steelix to kind of be taking grass type hits, even though it can take electric type hits, but not particularly grass type hits. And I figured it'd be nice to have another answer for that, and as that can come in on those attacks, but also have a way, have a mon that can do that and be a little bit offensive. And for me, that was Roserade. So we got this really cool standard Roserade set, which does have access to spikes as well. So this is one of the more standard sets knocking around in Smogon. I think I switched up I think it might have been the Grassinium, but I switched up for Poisonium. I can't quite remember now. I'm sorry, guys. There's going to be moments here while I'm building this, while I'm going through it. I just can't remember. But we kind of just went with Roserade here, just for the obvious reasons there. It covers a couple of weaknesses the Feraligatr has, and it allows us to bop a couple of mons that are really highly used in RU. Like, you look at Blastoise here, #1 used mon in RU at the time I built, and we wrecked this thing. Leafstone wrecks the Mega Blastoise. Milotic was knocking around. We wrecked Milotic. Now, Cloister, different issue, and I'll come back to Cloister in a moment. But you look at a couple of those mons, like Blastoise and Milotic, that can really wall Feraligatr. We wrecked them, and then like we kind of do other stuff like Galvantula. We could kind of beat that with a Poisonium, which is fantastic. We can break through Floridas with a Poisonium. It just kind of worked out really nicely for us. So that's the reason why I picked up Roserade. It just went for a really good standard offensive set, and we're having spikes and stealth rocks with Steelix. That meant that we could put an awful lot of hazard stacking pressure on our opponent to give Feraligatr a little bit more of a window to be able to kind of pick up kills when we actually get a D-Dance up. So that was kind of planned there with Rosie, and yeah, that was the logic behind that. But I got to this point in the team building, and I decided that I needed a revenge killer, right? Because if Feraligatr is going to be my set sweeper, it's either going to, yeah, as I said, set up and sweep, or it's going to be coming mid-game to try and either wrestle momentum back to me or break through something. And I needed something that can kind of come back and revenge kill and threaten things out. And one of those mons that did that, and I figured that it's not often used in RU, so we might as well give it a spin for a bit of fun, was Hoopa. So I rocked out with a Choice Scarf Hoopa here with Shadow Ball, Knockoff, Psyshock, and Focus Blast. I kind of just decided you know, this thing gets an insane amount of special attack. We don't like, we have Fratiger who's a little bit physically based, so we might as well have our Revenge Killer be on the special side, so that we don't get completely walled by massive physical walls. And this is kind of what I came up with. Shadow Ball, Side Shock as reliable stabs. Focus Blast then to kind of hit the Steelixes and all that kind of the world that'll be floating around on RU. And then I went Knock Off because I was kind of floating between Psychic and Side Shock. Would I run two stabs? Two stabs in case we go up against a special or physical wall. But I just decided like Knock Off is probably a better option, because if we're bringing someone in and we can force a switch, I can go for Knock Off, guaranteed to get like a nice bit of damage. We're still rocking out with 110 attack here, folks. So, like, it's not something that you sneeze at. But I figured that we'd be able to get a nice bit of damage off there. Go for the knock off. We knock off an item, and it wouldn't be like it would be a nice like middle ground play to make if we knew that Hoopa was going to force a mon out on our opponent's side. So that's what we went for with Hoopa. Just very nice solid Revenge Killer for the team, and you know, I thought it was, you know, something different. You don't often see that in RU. But this is where at this point, folks, I came in. I came in with a massive headache, a massive team headache here at this point of the building process, and that was this thing, Cloyster. This thing was a problem. I had no real way to come in on Cloyster. No real way whatsoever. Shell Smash Cloyster was a big issue for me, particularly if Steelix got worn down. If Steelix got worn down, we were in big trouble. Big trouble. And that was probably one of the reasons why I actually put Roar on Steelix. If someone decides I'm going to bring Cloyster, a League Cloyster, and wants to Shell Smash, I'm going to Roar immediately. You know, it was kind of a check for that. But yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing with Cloyster at the time. I was really struggling with a way to kind of answer it. I was trying to come up with different ways, but you kind of look at like some of the big name ones there that like, you know, that are highly used. Like we already have a Mega, so can't go for Blastoise. Arcanine gets bought by a Gardevoir. No, Frail's like an offensive mon. Bronzong potentially could have done it, but I already had a Steel type, and I didn't want to be opening that kind of weakness. Flygar gets bopped, Gligar gets bopped, Slazzle gets bopped, Espeon gets blocked, gets bopped. Florges probably could take a hit, but it's not it coming in and phasing it. Rosé gets bopped. You kind of see where I'm going here, folks, as we go down the list. You kind of see where I was going. But there was one mod I didn't highlight there, was Milotic. I was going back and forth whether we put Milotic on the team or not, because I was thinking we could get a Fire type in. A Fire type is very nice to have. You know, to kind of complete a Fire Water Grass core, but the Cloyster weakness was massive, and we just needed a mon that can kind of come in and check that. So we brought in this physically defensive Milotic to be able to kind of deal with that with Scald, Recover, Ice Beam, and Dragon Tail. Scald, just, you know, really good stab, especially when we were being at a physical wall, being able to get like go for Scald, a bit of chip, hopefully get a burn, that kind of thing. Recover for passive recovery. Ice Beam so that we could actually hit Shaman a bit harder and Roserade a bit harder, and those kind of grass types, as well as the likes of Gligar and Flygon. We'd be able to come in, hit those, bop them, you know, KO them, all that kind of good stuff. And then Dragon Tail, because it would allow me to face the Cloyster. And you could argue you could put Haze here, but because we were running a bit of hazard stacking here with Stealth Rocks and Spikes, I went for Dragon Tail instead, because that would force a switch. And if we have a couple of hazards on our side of the field, on our opponent's side of the field, we're going to get a bit of chip. And as I said earlier, that opens the door for Fratiger to do a bit of work. So that was the kind of team. That was the kind of team that we were rocking out with. And hopefully, you guys enjoyed seeing it. Well, you guys are going to be seeing it on YouTube anyways when I release the next 3 battles. But again, I do want to stress, I apologize for the team builder not being live, and I apologize for the next 3 team builders for not being live, because I didn't get the next 3 of them done. So that's on me. I apologize for that, folks. I'm sorry. It was a blunt moment. So I do apologize for that. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video regardless. If you guys did enjoy the video, please click like button down below for me. If you guys got any comments on today's video, whether it be good, bad, or different, let me know in the comment section down below, including your thoughts on the team, all that kind of good stuff. As well, if you prefer me doing live or post team builders, let me know. That feedback is kind of nice. Or unless you want me to mix it up, change it up. If sometimes you would like me to do it live, sometimes you like me to do a post, let me know. And yeah, if you want to see more Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon team building videos coming your way on this channel or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. And I know I'm going to bow to here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.